Hello everyone, I'm here today with some more process videos. I'm still working in my Canva hybrid album and I have a couple of layouts today. I actually thought that I had 4, but really I have 3 because I forgot that I had done one of them. So I have these 2, and then this is one I forgot I had already done it. And I think it's because I had these cute little doodle bug stickers that were about candy stuff, and I'm not a big candy eater. I went in here to show my girlfriends because they had never been there, and then to buy some stuff for my kids because they like it, so I thought I'd bring some stuff home. And I put these on there because I had them. So that one's already done, but I'm keeping it in order, and then I start with our next part of the day, which was this trip to cleansing. Actually, this was a different day. What am I saying? This was still my day trip to Wisconsin. That's how I closed it out. And then this was, we actually went on a scrap retreat weekend, and we just needed to get out of the house for a while when we were up there. And so we decided to go out for a couple of hours and take in the fall scenes. So that's the start of this one. I should also let you know that both of these templates are from this set, not the one that I've been using more of. This is the Oh Snap Holly one, and you only get 7 in that, but I did use quite a bit of them rather. This I think is the only one I haven't really used, and I think it's because I don't like the spacing on these. Now of course I could manipulate that and change that up, but it's just the way that it looks there, it's not my favorite. But the rest of these have all been used in this album, if I remember correctly. And then I wanted to point out that this one actually is a free template that's in Canva. So hopefully the camera is showing it. You can see it's made to look as if these are almost like Polaroid shots, where they have a white border and they're lifting up from the back of the paper. You can see a drop shadow there. I didn't do that. It came that way. All I had to do was just drop my pictures in to fit over the white part, and that's it. So if you like the look of that, that template is totally free in Canva. So I'm starting with this one, and this was still on the day trip to Wisconsin, and we stopped at a vineyard that we had, I think one of us had seen it online, not me. I think one of my other friends had seen it online, and we thought, oh, if we're close, we'll stop. I think, if I remember that right. And it's a good thing we went, because at that time I could still drink. But then in December, I have AS, ankylosing spondylitis, and RA, and I have to take meds, and they switched up my meds, and now I can't drink alcohol on my new medication. It's a good thing I got some wine in while I could, and it was wonderful. So I wanted to include this, and I've already put in the Vino Den because they had a sign saying that inside the building. So I did that, but that's really all I have, and I'm not quite sure what else to do with this. It's pretty full. I'm thinking maybe pull out that kind of aqua color there, maybe the lighter blue, and do some kind of accents, but I don't even know what those would be. I might have something in my fall stuff in that color, like a phrase label or something, I'm not sure. But this will probably be the hardest one because the other ones are very fall themed, and I definitely have regular stuff for that. All right, I pulled out my phrases and I did find some that might work. So I have all those here, and they're all slightly different colors, but I think they'd work with what's here. This one I just pulled out because I thought it was funny. It actually says poison, but it's the right color. I don't believe wine is poison. I'm sure that was made more for a Halloween thing, but I just thought it was funny that it happened to be in that color, but I won't use that one. So I think I'm going to go with the one that says make today count, and I'm going to put it up top on the right because that photo is very dark, and so this will help bring in some lighter color, I think. And then it's opposite to this corner, which I like. I do also think I'm going to need some washi perhaps down here to make a border because there's just a lot of gray happening, and these colors are very similar, and I feel like it blends in together, and I'm not too crazy about that. So I'm looking for another pop of color there. I have grabbed out 3 different types of washi here. And I have this one, which is very narrow, just a little stripe, similar to a yellow and white one that I used previously. This is the widest option, but I love the pattern in it and the color. And it's slightly different from this, but I think it's close enough that I could get away with it. So I have that. And then this one's kind of the wild card. It's very sparkly, but I love the color. And I'm wondering if I just do a little, would it be bad? I don't know, but I want to at least try it. I tried this one and it is a little loud on there. It's very sparkly, very glittery, but you know what? I don't care. I like it. I'm going to use it. I mean, I have this whole freaking roll. I think this is the first time I've used it. What am I waiting for? I'm not going to sit around and hoard it. So if I like it, I'm just going to use it. And it definitely adds some nice sparkle and shine and gives it a fun feeling. So that's good. And then I thought I had adhered this, but I didn't. So I need to adhere that. And then this one is probably done. Now that I'm moving on to this one, it's definitely more traditionally autumn, and I purposely left myself a big space so I could use some bigger embellishments. So I have these from Rosie's Studio that you've seen before, and I have all these pieces plus all the phrases, and I pulled out all of the acrylics because if I'm ever going to use them, this might be the way to do it because I've got a big enough space. When I went into my acrylics, I found two that I'm considering. The first one's pretty actually non-traditional, and it's because of this rooftop here on this picnic shelter. I have this one that says autumn leaves. This is not a color that says autumn leaves to me, but that's the way it came. It actually might work out okay with this, and then I could, again, make a washi border here or do something there, maybe that's more orange, orangish red, whatever, to bring that in. But I do like this, and otherwise I honestly don't know, like, when am I going to use this in this color? So I almost feel called to use it because it's close. But I did like this one as well, and this is my Magic of Fall, and I like it because look at how big it is, and it would take up, oops, other way, quite a bit of space there. I like that it overlaps just the plain gray area and a little bit of the ground there. And I love that it brings out this color. So I'm torn. I'm very torn. I think what I might do actually is look through the rest of my layouts because I don't remember exactly what's in there. I will look through it and see maybe there's another place I could use this where it would work. If it matches the sky or something, maybe I'll see. But otherwise, when I see this in there, I love how it fills the space and the color. I might have to go with that. Now, I just looked through the rest of my layouts that I have for this album, and this is not going to match anything else. However, I'm in love with this now that I've had it sitting there and been looking at it. So it's going to stay. And that might be all I do with this. I don't even know that it needs anything else. If I did anything, maybe I'd put like a little phrase up there or something. But I kind of don't want to ruin this lovely curve by putting something over it. So it might just be this and that's it. But so sad for this guy. That's going to have to wait for another time. I just realized that I may have made a mistake. I'm so used to putting liquid glue on my acrylic pieces that I did it, and then I remembered, uh-oh, this is a slick photo. It's a glossy finish. So I hope when I put this down, it doesn't just slide around and it will actually bond to it. We're about to find out. If it wrecks it, then I can quickly take this off, let the glue dry, reprint this and use glue dots, whatever. But oops, didn't think of that till after I did it. I want that kind of centered there as much as I can get anyway. I'll do this and hopefully that will help. Just press down a little bit. Hopefully it will bond to it. This is the only part I didn't put glue on yet, so that doesn't do me much good if this doesn't work. Let's see. Oh, okay, I'm pushing on it and it's sticking pretty well. All right, good. Well, now I know that I can do that. I attached the L that had broken off there, and so far so good. Seems like it's gonna stay. So I'm very happy with that. I'm glad I chose that color. I don't think I'll regret it. And now I can move on to the last one. In looking at this one, I'm wondering if I can use some more acrylics. I have these kind of goldish brown pieces left, and those might do well with that. So let's take those out. I just used a couple of pink ones on a different layout. So let's see here. I really like this one. Ooh, does that blend in too much though? I kind of like it that it's a little monochromatic. There's some dead space here. Maybe I could like do that and maybe this. You know, I like that, but then I need something orange. Do I have a little pumpkin? Nope, these are bigger. All my other acrylics are too big, but maybe I have a puffy sticker or a little something maybe in here that's a tiny pumpkin. I will look for that, but I'm liking the way this looks, seeing that way. And if I could find a little orange pumpkin there, leaf or something, all I'd have left to do is down here. All right, so I'm back to these stickers that I've used in previous layouts, and I'm looking at this one. That's a little bit bigger than what I was thinking, but when I hold it up here, I don't think it looks bad. If I could angle it correctly around those, I think it might be okay. I have attached the pumpkin sticker and I love it, and so I do think I'm going to keep these as they are. They're not adhered yet. I will peel off the backing, and now that I know I can use my liquid glue, I will get those adhered next. To finish this one off, I think I'm going to use this wagon sticker because I like there's a little bit of dark red in it, and I've got this happening on the building, but then it still has the colorful pumpkins, even a white pumpkin in there, which is fun. So I think I'm going to do that. Let me take a look at this one. No, I like this one. This one's a little too vertical. I like that this one is more horizontal. So I think I'll overlap the white part just a little. Yeah, like that. All right. And you know what? I think that one is done. So I was able to do 3 layouts today in this album, and I think I'm maybe a little more than halfway, so that's awesome. Thanks for watching.